Good old payday routine. It reminds me, I can't be the only person um, that's ever tried to start working out, right? And when you start off, you just kind of go to the gym just to say, hey, I went to the gym, but you have no set plan. And what ends up happening is you just kind of walk around, maybe talk to a couple of buddies, lift a weight here, lift a weight there, and an hour later you walk out, but you've done nothing. That's no routine, right? For yes, that's for getting in shape, but it's the same thing when it comes to money. If you have no routine set and your money just comes and your money goes and your money comes and your money goes and you have no idea where it's going, you have no set routine for it. It's the same as trying to get swollen and all jacked up, but you're just walking around in the gym talking to your buddies. Nothing's going to happen. So today I'm going to go over my payday routine, and I do want to preface it by saying this is personal finance, so it's a little unique to every individual. So some of these things might match up to work for you, some of them might not. You might need to change the order of things. I'll preface it by saying I'm 4 years into my financial independence journey, so I have a very good understanding of what my budget is, number one, and that's going to come into play later. And I don't currently have any high interest debt anymore. I've already taken care of that. So those are two things that you'll see will be missing from my routine, but that's because I've already taken care of them. So that might be the same for you. It might be different, and we'll adjust accordingly. That leads me right into number one. So my first routine is automatic allotments into retirement accounts. So that's the 401k. It's a Roth for myself, a Roth IRA for myself, a Roth IRA for my wife, and we have an HSA account. And so the money for those comes out automatically before it even hits our account. So we never see that money. But we've been doing that again for 4 years now. So realistically, we don't even miss it. It just goes and it grows. And we forget it. It's set it and forget it. It's very simple. And that's exactly what I like, because then you're not always having second thoughts. You're not always looking at it. You're not always making adjustments. It clears up bandwidth and you can focus on other things. But I want to reiterate what I said at the beginning of the video is we are able to do this because we have a good understanding of our budget. I would not recommend this if you don't know your budget, because what you don't want to do is over allocate to these retirement accounts, and then come the end of the month, you don't have enough money to pay for your necessities, your mortgage or your rent or groceries, and get yourself into trouble. So again, make sure you have a good understanding of the budget beforehand. Before I go on to number two, I also want to throw it in here. If I were to have a high interest loan or my emergency fund was low, this is where I would fill those back up and take care of those, right? So I'll call this 1A and 1B. Refill emergency fund and take care of a high interest rate. I don't currently have those, so I go directly to number two. Number two, again, which comes from knowing my budget, is automatic allotments to my bridge account. So if you don't know, a bridge account is any account outside of your retirement account that's an investment that can carry you. So for me, I plan on retiring around 50, but I can't access my 401k and all that until around age 60. So I have 10 years in there that I need to bridge. So for me, I use Vanguard. I have a Vanguard brokerage account that I invest in, that's money I can pull out at any point. And that's called a bridge account. So that's an automatic allotment, number two, that I make after I make the allotments to my retirement accounts. Number three, everyone's favorite, it's time to pay those bills. So, that's pretty straightforward. Pay your electrical, pay your water, pay your cell phone, pay your mortgage, just the bills that are reoccurring. And if you have any extra things in the month, go ahead and take care of those as well. Number four, and we're starting to get into the fun stuff here, so it's not all doom and gloom and just save, 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 save. So number four is we take a small percentage of what is left over, and this money goes into a separate savings account. And the purpose of this money is for future trips, or if we have an event that's coming up, or if we want to go see family, or if we want to buy something new for the family. That's what this fund is for. So it's a little more fun because, we love to travel. It's big for us. We do live in Europe, so it's much cheaper for us to travel to different countries, but it still costs money. So I still got to make sure that I have some put aside for that. And number five, the one everyone's been waiting for, is fun money. This is money that you can, whatever's left over after you've gone through the other steps, you can do whatever you want with it. You can live a little. Now, it depends on how much you make and how much you're putting away in these other ones. It kind of determines how much is left over, and that's up to you. And bit of confession here, I'm guilty of this. So I love to save money. I want to get to retirement as soon as possible. So I tend to dip into this fund money and invest even more into my bridge account. Don't know if I would recommend that, um, because you do have to enjoy the moment as well. You have to live in the here and now because tomorrow's not promised. So you do want to plan for tomorrow, but also enjoy today. And like I said, I am guilty of this. If it were just up to me and I didn't have my wife, here to kind of put me in check sometimes, I would save every single dollar and not do anything today. But I'm not saying that's the right way. So don't follow that. Enjoy today, but just make sure you're still planning for tomorrow. So I look forward to hearing from you guys. How does this line up with your payday routine? Is it the same? Is it different? Can you implement any of these strategies or steps into yours? Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time.